Welcome to your full body workout volume number 2. Now, if you have not completed volume number 1, make sure you do that workout before you do today's workout. I'm excited for this workout today and to work out with you. Today's focus is all about building on what we've learned from the first workout. So, what do you need for today's training? You do need a ball of water. You do need a mat for the floor. Feel free to grab your weights or do this body weight and grab your music. Whatever you want to play in the background today, turn it up and let's get started. We're going to start with our warm up, go into our workout, and then into our cool down. So let's stop talking. Let's get to work. Our first movement is our squats. You will see me looking at the floor because that's where our game plan is. Our squats, we're looking for 10 reps. Your feet are hip distance. Sit your hips back. Keep your shoulders rolled back and an arch at your lower back. And go. And rest. Our next exercise is lateral lunges. We want to treat this movement more like a shifting of our weight. So I do want you to spread your feet really wide and shift to one leg, bending at the knee and at the hip. Keep your hands on your hips, shift your weight, and then shift to the opposite leg. We're looking for 10 repetitions. Again, keep your chest up. And rest. Now let's go into our third stretch, which is our side twist. This one is great for your lower back. So you can feel free to bring your hands out and think about turning like a helicopter. You can feel free to bring your hands also to your hips. And we're looking for 10 repetitions going from side to side. Here we go. And rest. Let's go into this round one more time, starting with our squats. Now we have our lateral lunges, 10 reps, shifting our weight to each side. And rest. Next, let's warm up our back. So now every part of our body is warming up, getting ready for our workout starting in about 60 seconds. So again, hands on your hips and rotate for 10 repetitions. And rest. So now we're going to get ready to start our workout. Now, this is almost like a football game. As I'm your coach and trainer, I'm going to be on the sidelines on certain parts of the workout. You're going to keep moving, running the play, right? Doing your exercises while I step to the side and go into the coaching of your tips and your form. I'll let you know when that happens. So let's get ready to go into the workout. Our first exercise on our list is a reverse lunge, and we're going to include a bicep curl in this movement. Remember, these are fundamentals from volume number 1. So we're going to combine our movements today, stepping back, hands on our hips, step back with your left leg, a big step. Stay on your tippy toes on that back foot. Bring that knee to the floor, bending at the hip and the knee of that front leg. Push the ground away. Squeeze your legs, chest up, shoulders back, and we're going to aim for 10 reps each leg. Ready? And go. Now, as you're going in your movement right now, you should be doing a bicep curl as you go down into that lunge. So as we're bringing our body to the floor, we want to curl and squeeze that bicep muscle as we lower. As you come up, I want you to think about putting tension or creating tension within your lower body. So squeeze your legs and repeat that movement. Let's keep it going. We have 5 more reps. Rest. Let's switch legs and start. And rest. So these muscles in front, our quadricep muscles, the muscles of our thigh, should be burning a little bit. Now let's go into our second exercise. Our second movement, we have a squat with a forward raise. We've mastered our basic squat. Now we're going to advance the movement with just moving our arms. So as we go into our squat with our feet hip distance, we're sitting our hips back like we're reaching our hips towards a chair. Shoulders and chest is out, core is braced. Our hands will come forward with our weights and then back by our side. We're looking for a total of 15 reps. Ready? And go. All right, keep that exercise going. Now, here is your pro tips in your coaching. You do want to make sure that you don't excessively swing your weights. So when your weights come back down by your thigh, you want to stick it. So pretend like you cannot move your weights past your body. Stick it by your side and then go back into that squat, back towards your thighs, okay? This movement right here is going to fire your shoulders, your abs, and your legs, only leading to better results, okay? So let's keep it going. Let's shoot for 6 more reps. And rest. All right, shake it out. If you need to take a break right now, you can. If you can keep pushing through, do so. We will take a break in about 2 minutes. So let's go into our next exercise. We have a static squat hold. A static movements is all about just holding your movement and teaching your body how to build stamina. So if you lack stamina and you're trying to get better with your endurance, this one is going to help you, okay? So our feet are wide for this one, just like a squat. We want to get as low as we can. We have our dumbbell in our hand or just our body weight. We want to push the weight out, hold that squat, pull the weight back in, push the weight back out, pull the weight back in, holding that squat for 15 reps, and go. Keep that going. So as you're doing this movement, because you should already be going, as you're doing this exercise, commit to the squat. Because at this point, you might be getting a little tired because we're at the final movement. I want you to push through. Do not lean forward and round your shoulders. Keep your shoulders rolled back. You got this. Let's shoot for 8 more reps. And 8. And 1. Rest. 30-second recovery break. Get some water. Remember why you started today, okay? Think about your goals, all right? And remember that as you're going through the workout today. So we have about 20 more seconds. As you're breaking right now, you want to think about improving your form as we go into the second round. So if you notice that you couldn't get the movement, or if you notice that your movements weren't correct, you can do better on this second round. And also, we're going to challenge our stamina and our endurance. We're going to be starting back with our first movement, which is a reverse lunge into a bicep curl, starting in 10 seconds. If you're following my lead, left leg is in front, right leg will go back. Few more reps. Here's your coaching tip again for this one. Keep your elbows glued by your side. They should be here the entire way as you curl. 3 more. 2. Switching legs. And rest. So good job, good improvement on that one. Now let's amp it up and go into our next movement. So now we have our squat to full raise. This one gets your heart rate up because your full body is moving. So you might notice the heart rate increases. That's good. That's going to build our endurance. So again, our weights are by our side. We have 15 reps and let's start. And keep your exercise going. On this final round right now, I want you to go lower in your squat. So do not cheat your reps. You're only cheating yourself. So try to get a little lower. Really reach your hips towards the floor. Now let's dominate 5 more reps. And rest. This leads us to our next movement, which is our static squat with a chest press. We have 15 reps of this movement. In 3, 2, let's get it. Sit into that squat and go. And rest. I hope I'm not the only one with my legs on fire. Good job. You finished your first circuit. Catch your breath, breathe, get some water, and let's get ready to start our second circuit. Our second circuit again involves upper and lower body. You have about 25 more seconds of a break. All right, here we go. So welcome to your second circuit. Now we're gonna go into lateral lunges, which are really great for building the legs and the booty muscles. We wanna focus on doing our movement and combine the movement with a row to work our back. So you're gonna shift your weight, just like our warm up, shift your weight to one leg, tilt your chest down by hinging slightly at your hips, pull the weight, and then come back tall. okay? Go back down, pull the weight, and come back tall. We're looking for 10 reps each leg. And go. So here's your coaching. As you're bending towards that leg, and if you're following my lead, I'm actually bending and putting the weight on my right leg. You can slightly turn that toe out to about 1 o'clock. You don't have to have it going straight. You'll notice that your mobility or your movement through your hips and knees is a little easier. So go ahead and turn that toe out for me. Now remember, when you're doing your movement, use control. Don't get sloppy. Keep it with good quality movements. Let's do 4 more. Rest. So let's go into our second leg. If you're following my lead, I'm shifting to my left leg. 3, 2, let's go. Here's your coaching tips. Make sure you're not getting lazy with your upper body. And what I mean by that is make sure you're not rounding your back. Instead of that, round your shoulders back, push your chest out and forward. We're looking for 5 more reps. And rest. Good job on that. If you struggle with that, or if you thought it was easy, we can advance as we continue to grow together. If it was hard, we have another round to clean up and get these tips to continue to make sure that we have good quality movements. So let's go into our next exercise, which is we have our squat shoulder press coming up. So we're going to go down into a squat, bringing our weights up above head. Feet are wide. Weights start at our shoulders. We come down and push our weights up, aiming to squeeze our ears. Nice straight arms, and come back down. We have a total of 15 reps. Let's get it. So as you're doing this movement, here's your coaching tip. I want you to squat a little lower if you can. If you struggle with tight hips, you might have to do I would say a not so low, but more of a higher squat, meaning you're not bringing your hips as low until you get more looser in your hips and your muscles become more pliable. But do your best, go as low as you can, all right? Let's shoot for 6 more repetitions. And rest. So go ahead and get ready for that 30-second break. We're going to get ready to shift into our next exercise. We do have reverse lunges. So if you do need a break at this point, you can take that 30-second break. For those that can push through, we're going to go into our last exercise and then break together as a team. So our next movement we have is a reverse lunge to a side raise. So we're going to go back to that reverse lunge. Our arms come out to the side like a letter T, and we're going to alternate legs with this movement, okay? We have 10 reps all together. And go. So your coaching tip for this one is slow down. Don't sprint through your lunges. If you sprint through your lunges, you're going to notice that your balance is everywhere. So engage your hip muscles, squeeze your glutes, brace your core, and keep your chest up. And one tip I do when it comes to lunges is find a focal point. So find a place on the wall, maybe you're looking at me on the screen, to keep your balance. We're looking for 4 more reps. And rest. So good job on completing your first round of your second circuit. Get a sip of water. We have 30 seconds of a cool down, and we're going to go into our next round. So now we're getting prepped for our lateral lunge with row. We're going to start in 5. Switching legs and go. Keep that movement going. As you're doing your rows, make sure you're keeping your elbows close by your side. So don't have them out like this. Keep them super close by your side. That way you can activate the muscles of the back with your row. Let's shoot for 3 more reps. And rest. So good job on that movement. Let's go into our second exercise. Our second movement is our squat with shoulder press. That means we're squatting down and pushing up with our weight to build our shoulders and to build our legs. So keep that exercise going. So as we're going through this workout together today, even if we're going over reps, I want you to dig deep and push past your limits. So if you notice that maybe we're going over 2 reps, 3 reps, maybe 5 reps, all this is going to help you get towards your goal. So pushing past your limits is sometimes about forgetting the reps and keeping it going. We're looking for our final 6 repetitions. And rest. So let's get our body ready for our reverse lunge to side raise. Again, this is for shoulder building. This is for leg building. This is for fat loss, okay? So go ahead and start with your left leg in front and let's go. And keep moving. So keep doing your exercise right now. If you find that your balance is still a struggle, drop your weights and just put your hands on your hips and repeat your alternating reverse lunges. If you struggle with balance with lunges, you don't have to add the weight. Just focus on your body weight, all right? So we're looking for 4 more repetitions. Here we go. And rest. So we are at our final countdown for our workout, all right? This is our final circuit for 2 rounds and we are done. 30-second cool down and let's dominate this final half. Coming up, just to let you know, we will be doing some single leg movements. If you struggle with your balance, go ahead and grab maybe a sturdy chair. You can also be close to the wall if you struggle with balance. If you know your balance is good, you could challenge yourself and don't worry about having anything to hold on to. Let's go into our last circuit. So we have a side leg raise with a shoulder press. So we're just bringing our leg out to the side. You can just tap your toe or bring your leg all the way up. Avoid leaning as you lift. And remember, your arms are coming up by your ears. We're looking for 10 reps each leg and go. Keep that movement going. This seems like a simple movement, but it packs a punch. This exercise is going to work not only your abs, but also the muscles around your hips, your thighs, the booty muscles, and also your shoulders. Do not get speedy with this movement. Take your time. 3 more reps. Rest. Switching legs and go. And keep those reps going. One thing I love about this movement is you can advance it with booty bands at home. You can put a band around your ankle and go into this movement and level up as you progress, okay? Now we have 5 more reps. Let's continue to move. And rest. That exercise packs a punch and it really gets you winded. So let's go into our next exercise. Our next one we have is a forward leg raise with a forward arm raise. A lot of forward, or a lot of movements forward. So we want one leg coming up and almost like a Frankenstein, we're moving our leg and our arms together. I do want you to alternate with this movement. So we're going to switch legs every time our legs leave the floor. And go. So as you're doing this movement right now, as you have one leg on the floor, you don't have to lock that leg out, meaning keeping it super straight. You can slightly bend at the knee and activate the muscles of the legs. Keep your toe that's coming up, or your foot, leg that's coming up, point that toe towards your face. Let's do 3 more. And rest. So our next movement and our last one of this circuit is our squat, hold, and bicep curl. So we are squatting and lunging a lot today. You're going to squat as low as you can, grab your weights, and bring your hands or arms to the inside of your thigh, curl. You can even use your thighs as like the lever there to block your movement and curl up. Go ahead and start for me. We have 15 reps, pull. So as you're doing this exercise right now, your thigh should be on 1,000. Make sure you're keeping your hips low and don't lean into this exercise. Remember about your posture. You want to keep your back neutral, shoulders back, and always brace that core as you move. We need about 7 more repetitions. Chin up and rest. Always have your chin up as you're moving. All right, let's go into our final round. 30-second cool down, final round, and then we're going to stretch together. All right, at this point, you should have your dumbbells back in your hand. We're starting with a side leg raise with our arms also coming out to the side. We're looking for 10 reps on each leg. Keep doing your movement. Now on this final round, we're going to amp it up. As your leg comes back towards the floor, I want you to only tap your heel and then bring that leg back up as high as you can. Understand your leg is only going to come so high. So you might notice your leg just coming a little bit off the ground, and that is okay. Let's shoot for 4 more reps. Switching legs and go. Keep your movement going. We have about 6 more reps left. Now, don't be ashamed to use something to balance on. We all start at a certain level, and whatever level you're on, we're going to maximize that. So again, if you need something to hold on to, do so. And rest. I feel like a cheerleader with that exercise. So let's go into our next movement. Our next exercise we have is our forward leg raise with a forward arm raise. We're looking for 10 and we're alternating each leg. And go. As you're doing your final 6 reps, I want you to make sure again that you're controlling your weight or your arms back towards your thigh. Your arm should be straight, not bent. And also, again, you're only tapping your heel on the floor to really advance this last round. And rest. Good job. That challenges your body and your balance. And remember, you're working both legs with that exercise. So both legs should feel like they're being activated. Our last movement of this round is our squat hold to bicep curl. We're going to get as low as we can, curling our weights to our chest. 15 reps and go. Finish those reps out. So I'm going to cheer you to the finish line with this one as you're running your race around the track right now. I want you to get lower into that squat and commit to the movement. Even if it's a challenge right now, dig deep. Remember, we're all here for results, right? And every rep counts. Extend those arms all the way down. Don't get choppy. And curl your fists back towards your chest. Let's do 5 more reps. And rest. Good job. High five, fist pump through the screen. Good job today. I'm proud of you completing the day's workout and you made a choice to be active and also join our program. So let's cool down together. Let's start with a toe touch. We have 3 stretches, each for 10 seconds. Feel free to pause and go through another round of these stretches on your own. With this stretch, our legs are straight and we're rounding our back, reaching towards our toes. And come up tall. Our next stretch we have is our standing hamstring stretch, which is what we just did. We have our chest opener, so our hands are behind us. We want to bring our feet together and just round your shoulders back. Bring your chin up. Hands are clasped together, shoulders roll back. And rest, shake it out. So good job on completing your full body workout, volume number 2, and I'll see you on the next workout. Bye.